We're jumping right in. We're jumping right in. Ah, Captain. We seem destined to encounter each other. Mage Cathal. We hope this will lead to a new climate of peace. I don't trust him. Mage Cathal. I'm grateful you agreed to meet. I hope we'll come to terms. Terms? Forgive me if I'm skeptical about negotiating with slavers. 3 choices. Appeal to Kazan aspirations and offer hope. Acknowledge concerns but stress the need for peace, or point out that fear is holding him back. He's kind of a dick. I hate him. Your skepticism is born of fear. The Kazan cling to conquest. True strength lies in cooperation, something the Trabe are willing to embrace. You dare accuse the Kazan of fear? We will show you our strength, and you will regret underestimating us. Threat level +1. Captain Janeway speaks of a future where strength is not measured solely by conflict. The Trabe are willing to find common ground in that aspiration. We let down our guard, and the Trabe conquer us again. We're hardly a threat, Mage Cathal. We're scattered, desperate. All we ask for is a chance to find a new home. Dismiss the past, focus on present Trabe weakness, focus on the present and future Trabe needs, or acknowledge past wrongs, emphasize change. The Trabe were unjust, but they seek change. Can we offer them a chance to prove that? Actions speak louder than words. The Trabe must earn our trust. Captain, I notice that we're in the same room with the same background. But fear not. We must be careful not to dwell on the past. It could undermine our efforts towards peace. This union with the Trabe seems like an effort to focus us to capitulate. If so, it is doomed to failure. Commitment to peace, challenge his leadership and judgment. Appeal to shared values and common goals. Mage Cathal, even former enemies can find common ground. We're here to facilitate that. Fine words. But the Trabe must prove them true. Threat level -1. Okay, it all comes out in the wash. Mage Cathal, allow me to withdraw and confer with my Federation colleagues. You're allying yourself with the greatest villains this quadrant has ever known? Captain, if... Transmission cut off. As Cathal speaks, the transmission abruptly ends. Bridge councils erupt in a chorus of alarms, their flashing lights painting the bridge in a red glow. Janeway's eyes narrow. What just happened? The Kazan and Trabe opened fire on each other, Captain. Beam Mabus out immediately. I can't get a lock on him, Captain. Especially since we're at red alert, and our shields are up, and transporters don't work through shields. Captain, have you never seen an episode of Star Trek before? Transporters only work through shields when it's necessary to the plot. The situation is escalating, Captain. I suggest immediate retreat. Well, we already gave Trabe 5 torpedoes, so he'll be fine. If we side with the Kazan, that's Seska's side, and I do not like the Kazan one bit. We will merely flee and pick no sides in this battle. This battle has been brewing for generations. Let it boil. Get us out of here. Cathal is hailing us. I hope he has a good explanation for all this. On screen. How dare you, woman, taking advantage of our goodwill to lure us into a trap. Proclaim your innocence. Admit you have no idea what happened. Accuse the Kazon, it probably was the Kazon, or doubt the Trabe. It is possible the Trabe had set that up. We'll admit that we had no idea what happened. I promise you, Kahul, I haven't the slightest idea what happened. This is what you get when you ally yourself with slavers. You're an utter fool, Janeway. Slavers never change, and now we need to hunt them down for good. Your actions will have serious consequences, I promise you. A trade vessel is hailing us, Captain. Have you gone mad? We were supposed to be allies, Captain. Confront him. Reconsider. Should you have intervened in the fight? Wonder about the Kazon's motives. The Kazon have proven to us that they are untrustworthy. But I don't know. Things look like they were going pretty well up until the firefight broke out. What could the Kazon's motives have been? The Kazon seemed willing to talk. Why would they just throw it away? Curse you and your doubts. All we wanted was to claim a new planet and live in peace. Now we have to flee and hide again. The Trabe won't forget your interference, Captain. You'll pay for this. Captain, we've enraged the Kazon and made enemies of the Trabe. I'll check on the crew. This could end in catastrophe. Good news, Captain. Despite everything, all 35 have chosen to stay. It seems our efforts did pay off. A testament to their resilience. And to teamwork, wouldn't you say, Commander? Morale that I think we don't need. Helm, get us back on course. Take us home. Alliances completed. That ended a lot faster than I thought it would. Probably should have just included that in the last video. But oh well. Congratulations, you've completed the main mission, Alliances, and you can now move to the next sector or remain in this one to explore some more. We're going to stay. We still have the Tuvix event. I don't think I'm going to do that. I could do it. I don't know. I think the Tuvix event is just going to make people upset. Let's do it. It's available. I've reconsidered. Captain, our deuterium reserves are reaching critical levels. Are they? If you say so, Jacote. At our current consumption rate, we won't be able to keep our systems running much longer. Jacote, are you reading the same panel that I'm reading? Someone has proposed gathering some crew belongings and feeding the matter back into our replicator system. Well, this could buy us some time. Some of those items are deeply personal, so I would advise against it. Don't collect any crew belongings. We will manage without such drastic measures. Or we could gain biggie deuterium, but lose some morale. We could gather even more, but we would lose even more. We're not doing that bad, Jacote. I don't even know why you brought that decision to my attention. The crew's relieved at your decision, Captain. Knowing their personal keepsakes are safe has lifted spirits across the ship. Let's hope that renewed morale gives us the strength to find another solution. Captain, we've reached our destination. Verdant world. A lush, vibrant green planet fills the view screen, teeming with abundant life. Its surface glows with natural energy, a stark contrast to the desolate expanse Voyager often encounters. Sensors confirm the planet's ecosystem consists of a multitude of unknown plant species. I volunteer to undertake the cataloging process. Look at that! I've never seen our Vulcans so enthused. Captain, please let me lend Mr. Tuvok a hand. As our morale officer, I'm hoping some of my cheerfulness rubs off on him. I know what's going to happen. I appreciate your eagerness, gentlemen. Prepare for transport. We'll establish a rendezvous point for pickup. 4 turns. I already know how this is going to go. I wish we had better transporters. Okay. Let's let it play out. In the meantime, we'll head over to the asteroid. Transfer synaptic patterns. Synaptic pattern transfer to hollow buffers. Okay. Next, we will build the holographic body. Okay. We have 2 work crews. We could build more things. We could build another pair of shield generators. Why not? We could use more shields, I guess. We'll go for the safe route with a 40% reward distribution. We'll take it. Let's begin heading back to the green planet. Improved phaser fire. Happy to see it. We do not have enough research. I guess we'll just chill. Medical ethics. Okay, Doctor, her synthetic patterns are loaded and stable on the hollow buffer. Time to get this hologram activated. Let's go. Hologram of Hope. In sickbay, a hologram version of the Vidaean woman materializes, but this form isn't ravaged by the phage. Instead, she's healthy, and, dare I say, she's exceptionally beautiful, as she would appear without the disease. The doctor has clearly taken the liberty of going the extra mile. Thank you, Doctor. Where am I? What happened? I look... Is that me? You are aboard the USS Voyager. I am Captain Catherine Janeway. We responded to your distress signal. To answer your second question, yes, we transferred your consciousness into a holographic body in hopes you could help me find a cure for your disease. You're a doctor as well? I'm Dr. Dianrar Pell of the Vidaean Society. And you? I'm just the doctor. A doctor with no name? Mysterious. I like that. We've detected some flirting in the holodeck. I will allow it. I found that a name can be limiting. Titles, however, tend to command attention. Oh, I see. Modest and enigmatic. Modest and enigmatic. You're going to make this collaboration very distracting, aren't you? Well, I assure you my focus is entirely on your treatment. So, Dr. Pell, focus, my eyes are up here. My crew's safety is at stake. Can you help us find a cure for your disease? Or not? Yes, of course. I don't know if you're familiar with the phage disease. Yes, we've had the pleasure of coming across the Vidaeans before. Sounds like an unpleasant experience. But you don't have to worry. I don't agree with organ harvesting. I find it unethical. As far as we know, however, the phage was not contagious to others outside the Vidaean people. That is correct. My disease we're trying to cure is not the phage, but closely related to it. I believe with the help of your doctor, we can find a cure. Together. I'd be happy to assist in any way I can. Mi sickbay, esu sickbay. Oh, I'm flattered. I look forward to working with you. I'm starting to think it might not have been the best idea to leave the two of you alone. Captain, I assure you I am entirely professional, even if the patient has been, admittedly, quite engaging. Well then, I'll be on the bridge if you need anything. Janeway, out. Actually, Captain, before you out, to save time, it would be beneficial to have the right antibodies as a base. Would it be possible to get a genetic sample of every species on Voyager? Is it possible to create a cure without involving them? This disease is highly contagious. I'm reluctant to expose them unnecessarily. In theory, yes. Though it would take longer to create the cure. Let's risk it, baby. I'll inform the crew to stop by sickbay. It's the future, baby. We don't wear masks. Everything and anything to create this cure as fast as possible. Captain, the crew compatibility test is immediately done. Shockingly, their DNA was already stored in the computer database, and so, I don't know, it was instantaneous. We have a direct hit. Lieutenant Torres' unique Klingon physiology contains the ideal antibodies. This will considerably shorten the cure's development time. We initiate the process now. Excellent. Let us head to the science laboratory and create the cure. Captain, we've reached our destination. Commander, have our foragers returned? Not yet. We're having transporter issues. Tell them to drop the flowers. I mean, what? Transporter room 1. What's the holdup, Ensign? Minor malfunction, Captain. We're ready to bring them back now. Energize. Buffering pattern nominal. Wait! There's only one life sign. Try to get some more information. Is it Tuvok? Is it Neelix? I don't... What? A familiar stranger. A stranger materializes on the platform, a being both familiar and alien. The crew stares in disbelief. The stranger bears a perplexing resemblance to both Tuvok and Neelix, but is neither. You can see even their uniform has merged. Who? Kim to security. Intruder alert. Transporter room 1. Wait. I am Tuvok. And I am Neelix. Say what? Captain, the bioscanners, they somehow... Their patterns have merged. Tell me about yourself. You claim to be Tuvok and Neelix. How is that possible? You ask for a credible explanation. A simple transporter malfunction seems illogical. I could tell you the exact recipe for my infamous Talaxian surprise or recite verses of the teachings of Surak. Would that suffice? I know we're clearing the superphage, but why don't you go to sickbay? I'm sure you're probably not going to be infected by it. My scans indicate that all biological matter was merged on a molecular level. He is surprisingly healthy given the circumstances. The man you see before you is a fusion of 2 men, Captain. Did their minds merge as well? Who are you? As I said, Captain, I am Tuvok. And I'm Neelix. Their minds, their memories, they are mine. I know all of you. You are my good friends. How are you feeling? Do you feel as if you're thinking with 2 separate minds? I do not have multiple personality disorder, Captain. I have a single consciousness. Have your tests revealed anything else, Doctor? Yes. A 3rd genetic pattern. It was tricky to spot since I wasn't looking for plant genetics. Excuse me? The orchids. We had collected several dozen of them. 1 orchids. Apparently I have received a single orchids. I don't know why it has an S, if I'm just getting one. They're part of your genetic structure now, but they aren't affecting your biochemistry. Could this alien plant have affected the scanners, Ensign? Possibly. I'll know more after running a diagnostic on the biofilters and transporter logs. Alternatively, I could just watch an episode of Lower Decks where this exact plant played a key role. Okay, get on it, Ensign. Turn on the TV. Watch some Lower Decks. In the meantime, Doctor, examine. What should we call you? Ah, a name. I hadn't thought of that. Why not Nivok? No, wait, that sounds stupid. What about Tuvix? Very well, Doctor. Examine Mr. Tuvix and the orchids. Keep me posted. Of course, Captain. 1 transporter protocols. The heck is transporter protocols? Whatever it is, we need to research it in the science lab. But the science lab is busy. So let's just head out to our last sector. Do I want to go back to this sector? We could. We could explore these unknowns. Let's do it. We've completed the shield generator. What should we build next? That can hold up to 720 energy? That's pretty good. Not that energy seems to be a problem. Could do a second sick bay. I don't think we need that. I don't think we need that. Although we could use more bio gel packs. You could use more science. I don't know. Disruptor control room for more weapons subsystem health. Another phaser room. Let's do another phaser room. I mean, I don't know. Why not? Our combat power is quite good. But more combat power is better. We'll build another phaser room. In the meantime, hopefully we can find some food. Captain, I hate to be the one to bring this up, but the crew's starting to lose their patience with what we serve them. They've been on emergency rations for far too long. They're bland, dry, and frankly, they weren't even meant to be eaten this long. Morale is taking a hit, and if we don't spice things up soon, we might have a mutiny in the mess hall. Let's try and get more food. Phaser control room is complete. What's that do for our combat powers? It increases them. With 60 science, we don't have enough. Let's start to clear away the debris from these rooms. And let's get some more building materials and some more dilithium crystals. We'll take the risk with the shuttle. Not bad. 70% rewards. No food, though. Set course for the next unknown. Captain, we've detected a massive deuterium levels in the atmosphere of a Class J gas giant. The shuttle could have a massive failure. Let's just send the probes. Excellent. More energy. The ruined room has been cleared. Let us commence with clearing of the next ruined room. How's the science lab coming along? A workshop could build us some more torpedoes that we don't really need. One more turn remaining. Okay. Energy. We'll continue our low-risk, relatively middling reward strategy. 52 turns. If we don't get any food from these, we're going to be in trouble. Medical ethics. Captain, we've created the cure. It's time to see if it works on Dinara. Oh, you're on a first-name basis now, Doctor? Dr. Pell. It doesn't matter. The treatment is ready. Before I can administer it, I'll have to deactivate the hollow buffer. But don't worry, all your memories will be transferred. I trust you, Doctor. A glimmer of self. The doctor carefully administers the cure into Dinara's physical body. Within seconds, she stirs. Slowly, consciousness returns, and a flood of memories wash over her. How do you feel? I'm back in my real body. I'm wearing a Starfleet uniform. Well, apart from the usual pain from the phage, I feel surprisingly good. A bit dizzy, perhaps, but it's strange, familiar, yet diminished. The dizziness is caused by your implant uploading your hologram memories. Now that the cure has worked, I should go. Thank you so much for your help, but actually it would be wise for you to stay a while longer. I still need to observe whether the cure has taken full effect. I'm sure you've seen enough of me. I'm happy to leave. I'm not just telling you to stay because you're my patient. This is what I really look like. The cure didn't fix that. It's easier to hide behind smooth skin and a borrowed smile. Your appearance doesn't define you. You're still the same brilliant physician who argued with me over protein bonding protocols 3 hours ago. It's easy for you to say. You get to look however you want. You're not trapped inside something where people recoil from. Believe me, I understand more than you think. People only saw me as a tool, a program with a voice. Do you really see me? Yes, completely. I want to believe you. Then start by believing you deserve to be seen. Well, if I may, I'd like to stay a little longer. If it's all right, Captain Janeway. Of course, Dr. Pell, you're welcome to stay until your full recovery is confirmed. Interesting. Let us now begin transporter protocols. Can solve our Tuvix problem. Speaking of which, is Tuvix a hero? He is not. I wonder if he goes here between these two. Well, okay. Back to our system map. Captain, scanners indicate a well-armed Kazon vessel. They're hailing us. Seems they ran out of fuel. Our scanners also located a notable amount of tritanium on board their ship. Let's try and exchange fuel for tritanium. The Kazon gladly accept the help and exchange resources. That's way too much tritanium. This ruined room is now complete. I feel like we should construct something. We have the tritanium for it. Let's make a large cargo bay and just plop it right here. Maybe we should be storing tritanium? Are we already storing tritanium? We're not. A large cargo bay full of tritanium would go a long way. I guess. I don't know. What do we got here? Building blocks. We could take a safer approach. We could risk it for the biscuit. We are not going to risk it. We'll take the safer approach. If this is not a food planet, we are SOL. It is not a food planet, and we are SOL. Let's head over here. It's only one turn away. I actually thought that was a ruined room. That is actually the holodeck. Cool. With our current supplies, can we upgrade? We need 50 crystals. Okay. The Voyager, and here is Captain. We received a desperate transmission. A civilian transport has been ambushed by a small Kazon patrol, and its crew has been taken hostage. The message promises their expertise if we can rescue them. Contact the Kazon ship and negotiate their release, or intimidate the Kazon using our combat power. Let's negotiate. Okay, we've successfully negotiated. 6 crew members, 200 morale. We'll take it. Mr. Neelix, I do not believe we are going to be able to get the food in time. 7 cycles. Yep, we're not going to be able to get the food in time. That's a bummer, because that's going to hurt morale. But let's just be systematic. Medical ethics. Kim to sickbay. I'm getting more and more reports of sick crewmen. 5 crewmen have got gravely sick. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. This is alarming. It is an alarming development indeed. What's going on, Doctor? Please don't tell me. Unfortunately, yes. The sick crewmen have attracted the same disease as Dr. Pell, which means it won't be long before it spreads to the entire ship. Damn it! We shouldn't have involved the crew. What do we do now? Mass producing a cure by ourselves would consume too much time. Many might perish before we succeeded. We must seek external aid. The Vidian possess centuries of experience. Their assistance is our most efficient course. We don't need to involve my people. I'm certain we can produce enough cure by ourselves. Dinara, our time is limited. Your people might possess a device, a methodology that could produce the cure on a scale we cannot. That knowledge could save everyone. Develop the cure on our own, or ask the Vidians for help. Let's ask the Vidians. We're running out of time. My reservations about the Vidians are clear, but we're out of choices. Set a course. Luckily, we were just about to head to this system anyway. Craftable item. Orchid sample. Craftable item. Transporter accident report. Science laboratory. Begin the orchid sample. And workshop. No. The workshop can't do anything for us. I guess engineering office? No. Maybe we can do one then the other? I don't know. Oh, and that, nope, that's not it. Well, okay. We have 70, so we could do a tier 2 tech, like transporter room, which I might want. Yeah, let's research the transporter room. Meanwhile, we've entered a nebula. Lieutenant Nunez thinks we were spending too much time here. I beg to differ. Captain, the infection rate is increasing. More crewmen are succumbing to the disease. We must develop that cure now, or we'll face widespread fatalities. 3 additional crew members are sick. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to break the promise about the food. Captain, we've taken a massive hit. A sudden surge, likely from subspace eddy, caused a plasma conduit overload. Multiple ruptures. Some rooms are severely damaged. Captain, the infection rate is increasing. More and more crew members are getting sick. I'm on my way to the Vidians. I don't know what to tell you, Doc. There's only so much I can do. 3 damaged rooms. Okay, let's fix the emergency quarters. Won't take very long. We'll work on these other rooms shortly thereafter. How is the orchid research coming? Oops. Oops. By doing the other research, I paused the orchid research. My bad. Okay, what do we have here? This is all in a nebula. We're not scanning a thing. Set course for the first unknown. It's a planet. We'll gather the resources from afar. Next. Repairs are complete. Begin repairs on the mess hall. We've detected a distress signal from an escape pod with multiple life signs. We could send them home with the shuttle. Beam them aboard and let them go to the next opportunity. Beam them aboard and let them join our crew. Morale is up, which is good because it's been taking some hits. 6 new crew members to replace those ones that are sick and dying. 3 cycles away. Let's spend 2 cycles heading here. The large cargo bay has been built and the infection rate is increasing. The mess hall has been repaired. The storage room is ready to go. Down here we're storing energy. Over here we're storing food. Let's store tritanium. And repair the phaser control room. And begin clearing out the debris from these ruined rooms. Soon we'll have enough bio gel packs to have our whole ship going. Still need a couple more dilithium crystals. What do we have here? A small trade vessel has been attacked and cornered in an asteroid field by a group of Kazon ships. The Trabe hail us, offering us all the resources they have on board if we help them. Intimidation. We couldn't intimidate the Kazon. They are attacking furiously. That, to me, is still a success. Okay, well, Tuvok is out. But B'Elanna, the Klingon version, is ready to go. Take down their weapon systems.
Ability ready, Captain.
Overclock our weapons. Hack their shields.
Enemy shields destroyed. Ability ready, Captain.
Evasive maneuvers.
Ability ready, Captain.
24 science points, 50 morale. And we got the deuterium. With the additional science points, we're getting closer to our next research. Our energy is overflowing. Let's head to the Vidians. Phaser control has been repaired and transporter room upgrade is ready. It's not complete. Not enough crew. Oh, because everybody's sick. Yeah, they're all gravely sick. Okay. Well, where's our transporters? Here they are. Upgrade the transporters. We might be needing them for a Tuvix-related mission. The Orchid is almost finished. No, it's not. The Orchid was put on pause because we were doing the transporter. The Orchid has 6 turns remaining. Contact the Vidae... Oh, we got 2 things we can do here. Now that's actually a little bit away from us. Don't let the perspective fool you. We are orbiting this unknown. Captain, we've reached our destination. What are your orders? We're approaching the Vidaean convoy. We're being scanned. Incoming hail, Captain. Starship USS Voyager, this is Captain Dravik Voss. Our sensors confirm Dr. Danella Pyle is on board your vessel. She is a fugitive from Vidaean law. Release her to our custody immediately. Captain, they're powering up their weapon systems. We'd be outnumbered if it came to a fight. I'm okay with that, Lieutenant Nunez. I just built another phaser room. Captain Voss, this is Captain Janeway. My crew is affected by a disease related to your phage. We approach you for medical aid, not combat. I appeal to your compassion. We will gladly help the moment you turn over Dr. Pell. What is she accused of? Dr. Pell is a zealot. She undermined our medical procedures, inciting defiance. She sabotaged vital organ retrieval, threatened our survival. She must answer for her crime. Offer something different in exchange for Dr. Pell and the cure. Dr. Pell is under my protection, but I'm sure we can find something else that might be of interest to you. You seek to buy the criminal's freedom with bribes? Well, that's accepted. Then atone for Dr. Pell's actions. Provide organs for 30 of my afflicted. That is my price. Okay. We do not have the nucleogenic biobed technology. We could agree and we lose 30 crew. Provide organ donors for non-lethal transplants. We could try to deceive him. We could synthesize non-functional organ duplicates. Let's try it. Very well, Captain. If that's your price for Dr. Pell and the cure, then we'll pay it. As soon as we have extracted the organs, we'll beam them over to you. A wise decision, Captain. We will wait. Failure. Deceivers! You dare insult me with fakes? The bargain's off. We'll obtain Dr. Pell by force, together with your real organs. Captain Janeway, the crew is finally recovering. Their vitals are stabilizing. Our cure is effective. Excellent news. Thank you again for helping us, Dr. Pell. You're welcome. After all, I created this mess in the first place. Well, I think the time has come to finally leave. Dr. Pell, would you like to join Voyager? What do you think about staying here with us? I'd very much like that, Captain Janeway, but the phage... It will always be a factor. I cannot allow myself to become a liability to your crew. We will find a way. We don't abandon people. If you're willing to stay, we'll find a way to mitigate that factor. We always do. Success! I'd like to believe that. But what use would you have from me when you already have such a brilliant doctor? 65% chance. One can never have enough medical brilliance. Or we'll let the doctor do the talking. The doctor is level 3, which is odd because he's never left the ship. 90% chance. What use? Dinara, your presence here, your unique perspective, it would be invaluable to me. I would very much like you to stay. Your faith in my capabilities is compelling. Very well, I will stay. My skills are at your disposal, and I am prepared to face whatever comes next. Then, Dr. Patel, in the name of the entire crew, I extend a warm welcome aboard Voyager as our newest crew member. My dear Dinara, I have a mind like yours here. To have a mind like yours here. It brings a symphony to my systems I did not know was possible. My existence feels complete. Welcome. Well, let's hope you two can still find time for actual medical work, Helm, resume course. Janeway experience, dilithium crystals, and I guess we don't have to fight the Vidian? Maybe? Possibly? Yeah, I guess that is done. We don't have to fight them anymore. Let's head to the Class M moon. Offer them crops so they can start harvesting their own food. Offer to them to join the crew. We picked up a distress signal from a remote Class M moon, a makeshift shelter with a handful of life forms low on supplies. We don't have the food, but we'll give it to you anyway. Okay. What do we have here? Unknown, but it looks like junk, space debris. Unknown, but it looks like a space station. A trading station. Resources from a ship. A planet. Space junk. Automated repairs. A planet. Ice planet. Well, without food, we're kind of a little bit... I don't want to say we're screwed, but we're at risk. We're at risk. Can I turn this on? I can. Apparently some of our crew have gotten better. Sick bay, can you be managed by our new hero instead of Tom? Yes. And our patient recovery time will be better for it. Dinara Pell comes with 55 diplomacy, 55 medical. And she will get the patients back on their feet faster than ever. We love to see it. With our newfound dilithium, can we upgrade? All we're missing now are building blocks. Okay. We might be getting more of those building blocks shortly. Food harvesting. Give us the most food we can get. Okay, that's not amazing, but we'll take it. Now that we have the food, we can switch to normal rations. Morale will go up. Let's head over here. It's one cycle away. Carefully salvage. 5 crew are hurt. We don't have 5 spare crew. 1 large cargo bay has been deactivated. I do not like that. Sam I am. I do not like that. Green eggs and ham. Turn that baby back on. We'll go without a phaser control room for the time being. 3 cycles, 3 cycles, 3 cycles, 2, 2, 2. Okay. Wait a second. 1 turn remaining. Okay. The orchid samples. Mr. Tuvix. Captain, I've completed the diagnostics. It was a textbook transporter sequence. No anomalies and power overloads or malfunctions. What about the orchids, Doctor? They're just a plant, Captain. Lysosomal enzymes. Cytoplastic proteins. Nothing unusual. We'll show determination. This is unheard of in transporter history. I'm not willing to accept it's a simple malfunction. What about a holodeck simulation, Captain, to recreate the accident? Pardon my interference, Doctor. Did you mention lysosomal enzymes? According to Tuvok's botanical research, lysosomal enzymes could indicate symbiogenesis. Symbiogenesis? I'm glad Janeway also struggles with this word. A rare reproductive process. Instead of pollination or mating, symbiogenetic organisms merge with one another. A fascinating hypothesis, but we're dealing with microcellular organisms. Symbiogenesis with a humanoid species is unprecedented. Actually, Doctor, Neelix and Tuvok were broken down to a microcellular level during transport. And if the enzymes interacted with the DNA inside the matter stream, they would fuse. Just like that, Tuvix is born. It's the best theory I've heard so far. It's the only theory I've heard so far. Let's test our assumption on the orchids before we start humanoid trials. Trial and error, 35%. Sick bay level 2, 90%. Vidaean surgical device, 100%. Doctor, use the Vidaean surgical device to separate the orchids. The separation was a success. Based on the findings, I am confident we can reverse the symbio-biogenetic process that produced Mr. Tuvix. I found a radioisotope that could selectively attach itself to specific DNA sequences and... Is the procedure safe, Doctor? I've accounted for every variable except one. I don't want to die. Kess, what do you think? What are your thoughts? I'm torn, Captain, between what's right and what I feel. I know this sounds horrible, and I feel so guilty for saying it, but I want Neelix back. Doctor, what's your professional opinion? Where the procedure is technically feasible, Mr. Tuvix is a living being. I cannot participate in his termination. To end his existence, even to restore Tuvok and Neelix, would violate anything and everything I stand for. Tuvok and Neelix are important as individuals. Aren't there two other voices to consider? What about Tuvok? What about Neelix? They live on inside me. No, you don't understand. They have families, friends, people who love them and miss them and want them back. Captain, what you're considering is execution. My existence is no crime. I'm here. I'm me. I'm alive. But not for long. Would it not be interesting to see what happens if we keep them together? This has often been cited as one of Janeway's quote-unquote worst captain decisions. Killing Tuvix. Neelix and Tuvok have a right to live. I'm sorry. Does anyone want to intervene? Does nobody disagree? You're all going to stand there while she commits murder? A silent condemnation. Tuvix's despair fills the sickbay as he faces the agonizing reality of his impending separation. His pleas for understanding and mercy fall on deaf ears. The crew's silence speaks volumes. You will all have to live with this, and I'm sorry. For you are all good people. Captain, I cannot perform the surgical separation. I am a physician. I cannot take Mr. Tuvix's life. Captain, please. I want to live. You're making me choose a second time. Oh, the feelings of guilt. The feelings of guilt. I need Tuvok. Neelix can come as well, I guess. I'm sorry, but so do Tuvok and Neelix. Step aside, Doctor. The moment of truth arrives as Janeway administers the isotope into Tuvix's neck. With a heavy heart, she locks the surgical scanners. But just before initiating the irreversible separation sequence, their eyes meet one last time. You're a murderer. I just have to live with that. Energize. Tuvok and Neelix are back, but the atmosphere in sickbay is thick with guilt. Janeway, a silent observer, watches the reunion unfold, her expression cold. Greetings, Captain. Neelix! Hello, sweeting. Anyone up for a cup of Leola root tea? It's good to have you back. The tea. Yes, I need... just a moment. Mission success. 5 crystals, 250 experience. Thank you for the crystals. Oh God, how am I going to sleep at night? We need more research. We need more bio bags. Let's clear some rooms. Sad story, bro. With that, our business in this sector is pretty much done. Let's collect some more food. We have sufficient food to go on to the next sector. But there's still a lot of things to explore here. Let's just grab the resources while we're here. Morale is declining because we stayed too long. I know, I know. Use the shuttle. Collect as much as you can. More tritanium. The transporter room has been upgraded. That crew can begin clearing up the room here. Scan the station for any resources left behind. Just a bit, not much, but we'll take it. Our tritanium is looking good. Okay, this is a trading post. We can trade the food for tritanium, which we don't need. We could trade the deuterium for duranium, which we do need. We could also get more crystals, which we always need. I'm going to take the crystals because they are more rare long term. Let's quickly beam over anything we can get. And one more here. Standard mining probe. Excellent. With that, I think we want to upgrade our main engineering. Yeah, maybe, yeah, I don't know. Wish we could get the stellar cartography. Wish we could upgrade the bio lab. We don't have the research for it. We don't have the work crew. Okay, one work crew will finish in 1 cycle. Let's head over here. Excellent. Our work crew is ready. Please begin work on main engineering upgrades. 5 cycles. Uh-oh. We've altered course to investigate a distress signal, but something feels off. Sensors show an unidentified vessel is closing in fast. It's a trap!
What are your orders, Captain?
Take out their weapon systems.
Captain. Ability
Power up our phasers and begin hacking their shields.
Enemy shield ability ready, Captain.
Evasive maneuvers. Take down their shields. take down their hull, and claim victory. They've surrendered. Deuterium, we'll take it. Our deuterium is full, so we won't take all of it. Do we take the Trek to our last unknown map icon? Yes, it's 4 cycles away. It'll give us time to upgrade main engineering. Warning, you've entered the nebula. Main engineering is upgraded. We could increase our power output. I don't think we need to at this point, but it's ready for us when we do. What's it going to take to get the next level? 220 building blocks and 60 crystals. Let us scan. Captain, we've come across a small automated repair station. No life forms on board. We don't need repairs. We are out. And with that, let's check our ship. 2 cycles. Clear the debris. Let's take a quick peek. A Vidaean physician whose life was saved by the doctor. She helped cure a mass illness accidentally caused by her presence on board. Accepting Captain Janeway's offer, she remained with the crew and the doctor, who saw past her disfigurement. She can double the shield recharge rate for a limited time. Assign new teams at the engineering office. No ex-Borg. 17 crew. Morale is so-so. The warp core is looking well. It's looking good. I think we're ready for the next sector. Warp speed! Phew! Okay, we've entered the next sector. Can we get some reports?
Personal log, Lieutenant Tuvok. The Kazon Mistrum have sustained their harassment over the past months, though Cullen and Seska have remained absent from direct engagement. The captain expressed a diminishing expectation for a peaceful resolution to this conflict. It is consistently fascinating to observe the human capacity to adhere to hope, even when all logical indicators render such an outcome unattainable. While I recognize her imperative to explore all avenues for crew welfare, I find the process inefficient. Logic dictates the Kazon threat must be neutralized. An aggressive solution presents inherent risks due to the Kazon's numerical advantage. Nevertheless, Voyager has no feasible alternatives.
Log recording paused, awaiting farther commands. I'm gonna take a moment to boost the volume here. I've artificially increased the volume so we can hear Tom Paris.
Personal log, Lieutenant Tom Paris. Business as usual. The Kazon are shooting at us, we're shooting back. Though Seska and Kala have been conspicuously inconspicuous. Strategy? Psychology? Or did they finally take that much-needed honeymoon? Who knows? The captain's finally admitted she's losing faith in a peaceful resolution to our little Kazon conflict. I'm not exactly itching for a full-scale war myself. I'd prefer the Kazon just collectively beam themselves into a black hole. But let's be realistic here. Even with all our fancy Starfleet tech and the best damn pilot in the galaxy at the helm, the Kazon are basically a Hydra. Chop one head off, 2 more pop up. And Kala and Seska, they don't seem to care how many minions they burn through until they finally get what they...
Log recording paused, awaiting farther commands. Now let me go ahead and lower the volume back to our regular volume, which is, you know, It's kind of hard to hear these personal logs. They could release a patch to increase the volume of the speaking and voice acting, but whatever. I think this is a good spot to stop, take a break, get some breakfast, and then we'll continue in the next part. Look forward to it. Until then, friends, take care, and I'll see you in the next episode.